Welcome to another episode, everyone. Aunt Jefe has spoken. He's given his opinion on what happened, what transpired between Gumby and the other Hoovers with that fiasco of a phone call yesterday or the day before. The title is OG Gumby should have got off on Adam 22. I've been fooled about this before, so I don't know if this is really what he means or not. That Gumby should have got off on Adam, that Adam set it up. Let's see. He works there. He knows Adam. He knows the situation. Let's see how he feels about what transpired the other day.
Boy, Young and Jefe don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people?
And Merry Christmas, everyone, for those who celebrate it. Be safe. If you're going to drink, don't drive. The goal is to still be free when the holidays are over. Don't lose your mind now, brother. Seriously. Think about what you do before you do it these holidays. Be smart and watch out for other drivers who've been drinking and partying too much. Don't just drive for yourself. You have to drive for them too during these holidays.
It's Hot Topics with your boy, Young and Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Gumby in the Hoover politics. So I'm pretty sure people chimed in, whether they hate you, whether they like you, whether they faking, whether they shaking. They gonna watch you. It is what it is. You know why? Because money trumps all. People will try to create gray areas out of your character, you know what I'm saying? And the root cause of this will be, money and monetary things. But for me, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to even say realists, for thorough people alike, when you have a genuine dislike for something, you don't even bother to watch it. You don't bother to be around it. You don't even care for it. The stuff you only care for is the stuff you feel for. However, yesterday on No Jumper episode, they had Gumby in there out of the Hoovers. It was a phone call that came through right down the pipeline. A lot of people, content creators alike, are saying that Gumby should have got on Adam 22. People are calling it a play. They're saying the circus continues. They knew this was going to happen. People are laughing. Oh, they putting the politics on the internet. Oh, LA this, or LA that. However, square root of the problem is Adam 22. As always, somehow, some way. And you know what they're going to say? Here you are, here defending them. And you ain't even defending nothing. You just speaking what's common sense, in order, real. Can I say that wasn't a play? No, I can't say that wasn't a play. Because I don't know what Adam 22 and what Whack 100 talked about. But I just know, being in the room of No Jumper, it had been many phone calls that it came in like that before. And had somebody...
It was certainly a play. Let's get that out the way right now. It was a setup. It was a play. There's no way that Whack 100 just happened to know that Gumby ain't been on that show in some time. Why he didn't call in the day before, the month before, and say, hey, Adam, is Gumby there? How did he just know Gumby was going to be there on that day? He's not there every day. He ain't been there in months. But somehow Whack calls and says, is Gumby there? Yeah, just so happens he is. So he knew he was going to be there on the show. He knew what time he was going to be there on the show. He set the phone call up with the other Hoovers, set the whole thing up with them and said, we're going to call them at this time and confront them on the internet, on the air, on live, on No Jumper. Since y'all say he doing all this shit on the internet with Hawk, we're going to confront his ass on the internet. Okay. And they called in. Adam says, hold on, Whack 100 just called. Or he tried to call me. Then he calls him back. And then Adam says himself later on, let's say I did knew that Whack 100 was going to call. Would that be wrong, Gumby? He's checking the temperature. He's trying to see, like, he's about to admit it right there that, of course, he knew that he was going to call. He's laughing the whole time in the background. Folo asked, no jumper, Adam, whomever, can you take that part out? When Gumby said what he said, disrespecting the neighborhoods on accident when he was talking to the other hawk on the phone. Adam was sitting there laughing. He didn't take it out, did he? Now, again, I'm not blaming Adam. But he damn sure knew what the fuck was going on. It was damn sure a play. It was damn sure a setup. That's not even a question. How the hell else did he know he was going to be on the show at that time? That's just common sense, man. Yeah, it was a setup. The question is, if he was wrong for it or if he's just making his content, he's just doing his stuff. You know, I'm going to say that's just what it is, bro. He making content. I'm not going to blame Adam. He's making content that foolish people are giving him to make. That's the problem. That's the issue. The issue is not necessarily Adam. He can only do what people allow him to do. They giving him the content. They called into the show. Whack 100, he has blame in this, but I cannot blame him. He should not be in Hoover's business. Nevertheless, they let him in. They let him. He didn't put a gun in nobody's head, Whack 100. They called him, or however it happened, he called him, but they let him know what the situation was. Now, I'm gonna have to just get into the whole, I'm gonna have to break it all down. What really went on, how I really feel about this. To ask Gumby, that shit, man, whoa, on the internet? Talking some, but yeah, it was a setup, bro. Damn, sure, a setup. Let's not do that. It was a setup. Now, the question, like I say, is whether Adam is to blame for the setup. He has some blame in this, as does Whack 100. But they're not really the primary reason. They're not the primary blame. Because they can't convince me to do no shit like that. They couldn't call me and pay me $100,000 to do that. So it's on the individuals that did it, not those two, bro. But they damn sure had involvement in it. Let's clear that up.
On the other line, and Whacking called in many times before, wanting to say things, whether he was watching or whether he say something came down a pipeline to him. Now, however, yesterday, how can you blame Adam for the Hoovers calling in, trying to holler at they homie? Gang business is gang business, right? And you leave that to the street. But as we've been seeing, gang business seems to find its way on the internet. But what I can't seem to understand is how Gumby should have got off on Adam. If Adam just legitimately answered a phone call from Whack 100 and Whack had the Hoovers on the other line wanted to get at Gumby. But with that being said, we about to get into this content. And y'all already know, man, it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
Yo.
Are you live with Gumby right now?
Yeah.
Because I got the Hoovers on my phone going.
Look at Adam, bro. He knows everything that's going on. Yes, bro. Adam knew that the call was coming, homie. Are you live with Gumby now? Yo, yeah. Okay, because I got the... And then Whack yelling out, and the Hoover say you bump. No, Gumby need to be hollering at Whack. First of all, that's first. Need to holler at him and break his jaw first and foremost. That's first. Police break his jaw first. The Hoover say you bump. You better not ever call me saying no shit like that and got some Hoovers on the line. Yeah. All you motherfuckers gonna end up fucking gone. Playing with me like that. That shit is bananas. You need to break his fucking jaw first, bro, for real.
Crazy. Hoover Lou and somebody else outshot on the phone. Hoover Lou, you there? Yeah, I'm here.
This is
What's
crazy,
happening?
man. Why is this?
Yo, what's your damn Gumby at? Gumby!
Hey, I'm right here. What's
Your
the deal?
homies just calling me because they saying you bunk, but I told them they can tell you. Watch out and have that kick back. Watch out.
I'm bunk. I ain't got that. What I'm gonna say, nigga? I'm from A-Trey Gangsters, nigga.
Let the content.
I'm from A-Trey, bro. Like Hoover can speak for Hoover. I'm from 83rd Street.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let the content. This is what Whack 100 said. Watch out, young Jefe. Let the content. As I said, I'm gonna speak on this in a minute. I'm gonna have to do a video today about this shit, man, I guess. This is not content. This is police work, bro. You got motherfuckers calling in, talking about some gang shit and who's harvesting. Obviously, they meant to say harboring. Who's harvesting or who's harboring someone that they shouldn't be harboring, and basically to do something to them. Y'all should do something to them. And then Gumby yelling back, if y'all want to do something to him, y'all can do something. What the fuck? That's not content. Brick baby, loose cannon. Big U, that indictment, they found out the hard way that this shit is not content. This is shit that land your ass in a federal penitentiary. The fuck? But according to Whack, this is content. Let the content. The shit that's about to go on here is content. Yeah, content that will get you in a federal penitentiary for the rest of your fucking life. Fucking with this bumpy face motherfucker Whack. You motherfuckers gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. And fucking with this motherfucking devil Adam. No, I'm not blaming him. I already said that shit. But he set the shit up. He knew what the fuck was going on. Y'all still making yourself look like a bunch of fools in front of him on his fucking show. Period. Fuck. Dumbass motherfuckers, man.
Where you at? Because these niggas talking crazy to me.
Okay, let me see it.
Dude talking about you, Buck. This nigga Hoover Lou, and he in the pen, and I don't want no problem with.
Yeah, Whack think this shit is funny. Like I say, I'll get to that though, you know. But he need his fucking teeth knocked out his mouth, bro, for real. If I was Gumby, and I'm not encouraging violence. I'm a non-violent individual. Not Martin Luther King, more Malcolm X. But I'm non-violent with those who are non-violent with me. So I don't encourage violence. But there are some situations where, yeah, things have to happen where I come from. This would classify, this would qualify as one of them. Whack 100 calling in on the internet. Just me putting myself in that situation, mother calling me on the phone. Hey, big fella. Yeah, what's up, bro? Where you at? Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I got some Hoovers online. They say you bunk. And he from Pyru. Yeah, they say you bunk, bro. Okay. You just let them dudes get you into a world of trouble. Because if you was from my side, you would know better than to make that phone call. That's why it's none of your business. That's why you shouldn't be in this shit. Because you don't know what you're doing. Just like I don't know who's who from Pacoima, Pyru like that. I don't know who the fuck I'm going up against. I'm not from over there. I know everybody who's somebody in my hood, though. You would know. That's a bad deal. You would tell him, hell no, I'm not finna make that call. I'm not gonna do it. Shit. Hell to the no. Y'all putting my life in danger. In serious danger. It will be under serious threat. No, I'm not doing that for no content. That's what a smart motherfucker would say. These dudes ain't smart though. We already know that. They think this is content. Okay. So there's a title right there. OG Gumby should get off. Oh, no. OG Gumby should have got off stickers and all that on Adam 22 for the Hoovers calling up to no jumper politicking. So as I said, but I wanted to wait to see what he had to say before I took that for face value, that this is actually what he said. Gumby should have knocked out Adam. Got me last time with that.
Niggas in the pen. Hoover knew. There you go, bro. Tell him what you're telling me. Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's happening, Hoover?
What's you, bro?
I can't hear you.
What's up, man? What's happening?
What's happening?
Tell him what you were telling me how he buck. Tell him.
What's up, cuz? I don't know. I don't say cuz ever. I'm a criminal. I don't say cuz. What's up, cuz? See why motherfuckers confused, man. Fucking dudes, man. Gumby should have hung up. I'm gonna have to do a video on this and just get it all out, bro. Gumby should have just hung up the phone. Should have never even engaged in none of that kind of talk. And eventually he said, yeah, just gonna, I'm not finna have this conversation. He hung up the phone and all that. Nah, I'm hanging up immediately. Soon as I get a call, and the first words out of motherfucking mouth, out of Wax mouth, I got the Hoovers on the phone, they say you bump. Who? I just want names at this point. Who on the phone? Okay. And hang it up. I ain't got nothing to say. I got my list. I got Whack and whoever else was on that motherfucking line.
Hi, I'm Bump.
Let him talk, bro.
Hello, I'm right here.
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, Lou?
Bro, you still trying to justify for this nigga? You still fucking with this bunk ass nigga, bro?
What bunk ass nigga? What you talking about?
Phone number will be monitored and recorded.
Oh shit.
Are you hearing me?
No, I'm saying, what are you even talking about? What bunk ass? I'm trying to testify for who? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, bro. And you already know. So you know niggas really don't really want to air out his grievances with you over this thing, fool.
Okay, then that's what it is then. I'm saying, you said I'm bunk. How am I bunk? What did I do this bunk?
Because you've been harvesting this nigga, bro. You know.
Who I been harvesting?
Come on, you know who you been harvesting, bro. Undercover agent. The undercover agent nigga. You know who I'm talking about?
Okay, so I'm saying, so
real shit that just dropped, bro.
what happened?
60 seconds remaining.
What little shit did just drop, bro?
Still been fucking with me, bro.
Who be fucking with who? What do you listen, bro? Call me on the phone, bro, and talk to me, because you obviously don't want to know what I'm talking about, or I don't know what the you talking about. You acting like I know. If you know what I'm talking about, say it.
The dude that got on the interrogation tape that you claiming is AI, they say.
Oh, I never said nothing was AI, bro. Don't lie on.
Look at Whack. But I'm gonna get to that. Now, let me just react to Jefe right now because I'm getting sidetracked. My bad. But I'm just clearly I'm gonna have to do another video on this whole situation right after this and get all of this shit off my chest. I'm reliving this whole fucking fiasco right now. This bullshit, man. But I'm not gonna miss my words. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, bro. In my next video or whatever. And it is what it is. I'll never say anything that I'm not willing to hold myself accountable for or suffer the consequences for. I'll never say anything that I don't believe in, that I'm not, and that I'm unwilling to die for. So, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And motherfucker want some problems about it, shit, then bring it.
Me, never once did I say anything was AI. They mad at Groove. They dropped whatever they had sitting back there. Groove came out and said whatever he said. Ain't nobody did shit to him. I'm harvesting him. That nigga walk around on his own, bro. I ain't talked to that nigga in months already. All that y'all talking about? Gru walking around on his own, bro. He did what?
Hey, Gumby, this been years. Bro, this been years, bro. You been fucking with this nigga, bro. You been putting, you been fighting with him, you been hating with him, you been letting little homies allow him to come around, and you been talking to allow this nigga to come around. If that would have been me, bro.
Who? Wait, no, wait. We not gonna talk about who was what and was what. They ain't had nothing on Gru but a tape that wasn't even clear. So what the fuck we supposed to do? What we supposed to do? They talking about whatever they showed me, bro. I told you then that was some because this what they told us. Period. I know y'all ain't got no paperwork. This nigga ain't never been on no stand and no shit like that. Y'all talking about some shit that y'all releasing in bits and pieces. Okay, then if somebody feel that they want to do something to this, y'all come do something to him. What the everybody talking about Gumby this, Gumby that. No, y'all do something to him. The y'all, it's all on me, for. No, what you mean? Not on me, bro. That's not on me, bro. That shit, that whole, I know what it is with you, bro. I was there that night. Bro. So it ain't like that. I ain't on nobody's side. I told y'all that from the gate. Bro.
Check this out.
Bro,
Check
I'm
this
done with
out,
that, bro.
You already know who this is, bro.
All right, so that's the situation, right? So like I said, I can't say that this was premeditated. Do I think it was premeditated? I can't say. Do I think the phone call was premeditated? Nah, I think this was Whack 100 calling in. So a lot of people.
So yeah, it was premeditated by Whack and by Adam. Whack set it up with the Hoover. They could have went as far. Who knows how deep the setup went? However deep it went, because it's different scenarios as to how this could have came about. But I'm not gonna play detective and think that deep about it. I've already said that regardless, it's not their fault. It's the individual's fault who made the phone call. And it's Gumby's fault for accepting the phone call and going as far as he did in response. We must have self-control. If you don't, it can spell the end of you. People can catch cases just from that phone conversation. And people say, well, why are you playing it then? Why you play the video, bro? You playing it too. You know, you putting it out on the internet. Man, that shit was on No Jumper. The mother got 5 million subscribers. I got 30,000. Shit, the fuck? It's already on the internet. Didn't want it on there, don't put the shit on there, man. Dumbasses, dumb motherfuckers.
People, forget the yesterday, the yesteryears, things that happened in the past and stuff like that, right? And people not understanding that every action has a reaction. So when I heard the names initially that was being mentioned on the phone line, that's why I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. This some BS. And Whack 100 come in, say, hey, Ant, mind your business, whatever the case may be. So where I was going to say something, you know what? I'll take the high road and I'll mind my business because you know what? This is a situation with another community and people should know proper etiquette when dealing with members. Why would they call in and politic and holler at him on No Jumper as if you can't catch up with him in real life? I don't know if everybody that's on this phone call was jailed, but I don't think nobody was jailed, but maybe one person. However, so with that being said, I'm pretty sure this dude be in his community, be in his hood, or whatever the case may be. So it's just that people that fancy and call themselves real niggas is wanting to make it a show. And in return, you got people that's in the chats, gangbangers, and a lot that's not gang members, but the members is tapped in. But majority of the social media crowd is not people committing crime and members and stuff like that. It's people, regular civilian people, calling crime watered down and call it gang activity watered down and calling stuff that they haven't participated in watered down. Do I agree with the No Jumper situation? Absolutely no. That's why you seen when the phone call first came through, and I heard what was going on, I'm like, whoa, this can be had off of camera. But I don't know where the miscommunication seems to always comes in at. It seems everybody want their 15 minutes of fame. Everybody want to be famous. Now, y'all know a few months back, Young Hawk was on the internet. And Young Hawk was speaking for a minute. I don't know if Young Hawk is still out or if Young Hawk is incarcerated. But Young Hawk and Gumby was having a back and forth, whatever the case may be. And due to that, now you have one of the dudes who was on the phone yesterday that was Hawk's little brother calling politicking. And my question was, why is your homies, or why are they doing this on the net? And he seemed like he was bewildered as well. Like, man, I don't know, man. This caught me upside the head as well. And he was kind of like on Adam, like, man, Adam, what you got going on? Adam gonna be to blame. Like I said, I don't know if Adam knew the phone call was coming down the pipeline or what. You know what I'm saying? If he did, it was well rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? With the hey, Wack trying to call in and him calling Wack back, whatever the case may be. It could have been an indication, Wack saying call me, whatever. I don't know. I'm not trying to go that deep down the rabbit hole. But what I do know, the white boy is not responsible for it. I don't think nobody responsible for it but the members themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt the need to stand in or show Gumby up on the internet because one of their loved ones got showed up on the internet. So it was just like one of them tit for tat situations or eye for eye situations. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the shoe was on the other foot and Young Hawk was my brother, would I have hopped on the net to bash Gumby over the phone about allegedly hanging or being with somebody that's no good? No. I'm politicking this in a set. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did what you did on social media, but I'm politicking this in a set. I'm trying to get with you and holler at you about the situation because you moving with the unrighteousness. But, hey, I just mind my business and let the content unfold as the content unfolded. But in this situation, man, this was nothing for Gumby to do nothing to Adam 22 because the Hoovers, the members, the ones that live by the street ethic and street code decided to call in and decided to politic on a live podcast. Everybody knows what's going on No Jumper. That's what they decided to do. They wanted to try to make a mockery and fool of Gumby. How was dude to blame? How the white boy to blame? I'm just saying, but go ahead, like and subscribe and get in them comments as y'all do, man. And y'all already know. I'm going to conclude it there. It's your boy, Young and Jefe.
The Hef effect, man. All right, Young Ant. So, that's where Young Ant, that's where he's at on it. That Adam, he doesn't believe really set it up or whatever, or even if he did, he's not really to blame. That he too says that it's on the members. I agree with that, bro. I mean, it is on the members, but Adam did set it up and he took plenty of joy in it and all of that. Let's be clear on that, but that's neither here nor there. What he didn't do was put a gun in their head or even pay anybody to do that shit. There's no amount of money that you should accept for that sort of debauchery anyway. That can land you in prison, giving the feds this sort of information about what's going on in the set. And with individuals, oh man, crazy work. Let me just get into that real quick, man. I'll be back, man. Let me get into that real quick. So that's Young and Jefe, man. Wanted to hear what he had to say. I know he's there, he works there. He has inside information about what goes on behind those scenes or whatever. But that's his take on it. Stay safe and stay free, people.